This is Psalm chapter 55 and verse 9 in the KJV, and it reads, "Destroy, O Lord, and divide their tongues, for I have seen violence and strife in the city. Day and night they go about it upon the walls thereof. Mischief also and sorrow are in the midst of it. The wickedness in the midst thereof, deceit and guile depart not from her streets. Confuse them, Yahweh, and frustrate their plans, for I see violence and conflict in the city. Its walls are patrolled day and night against invaders, but the real danger is wickedness within the city. Everything is falling apart. Threats and cheating are rampant in the streets." Shalom. I want to begin the lesson off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Ha-Rakakwadash. Double blessings and honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Back here with another lesson. Through the spirit, I'm going to be adding on to my lesson I did Friday concerning plane incidents and accidents that have been going on in the news. And since that's happened, man, more information has come out regarding that Black Hawk plane crash as well as the Philadelphia plane crash. But I will be highlighting that Philadelphia plane crash. We've also had other incidents such as a Delta plane catching on fire, or Salakia, a United plane catching on fire on a runway before it was leaving from New York to Houston. And passengers on board having to evacuate, as well as a Delta plane full of college basketball players nearly hitting another plane upon takeoff. In addition to that, another plane crash in California. So I'm going to be highlighting the Philadelphia crash. Lord willing, the lesson is edifying to those out there listening and watching. So without further ado, let's get into it. And if you are familiar with my lessons I've been saying, man, I said this, my lesson on Friday. There's been an increase of these plane incidents. I said this, and it's not a coincidence, right? It's been increasing. The plagues upon America have been increasing, right? So like I said, don't be surprised. Mass casualties, these natural disasters, all of these things that are coming upon the earth, and more specifically Babylon the Great, America, they increase. Don't be surprised. Those tariffs are set to go into effect on Tuesday. Canada and Mexico have responded and said they will return with retaliatory tariffs. Okay, so we're about to see stuff get amped up through Donald Nero Trump. Call Halal Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. So, Lord willing, these things continue to increase. So we get to these perilous times, okay? Shit hitting the fan in Jacob's trouble, right? So, before I go on my next point, I want to bring out some information regarding the crashes.
We're getting initial reports of a plane crash in northeast Philadelphia. Take a look. This is ring camera sent into Fox 29 Philadelphia. I'm going to loop.
Now, I want to just rewind real quick. Look at how that quote-unquote plane came down out of the sky. Now, you have a lot of people saying they don't think this is a plane. And I'm going to show you why through these receipts, okay? They don't think it was a plane based on how big of the explosion it was, the damage it did, and the trajectory. People think it might have been a missile, a bomb, something other than a plane for the crash to have been that big. And I would agree, man. Like I said, I think this was a psyop. Now, of course, we know that there are 7 people that were killed in this incident and 19 others injured. The 7 people that were, it was only like 7 people that were aboard on the plane because it was a small plane, but a lot of people that were around the area were affected as well. You have locals on the news saying that they think it was a rocket. Not even think. He said it was a rocket. Other people saying what's going on in the streets and all this stuff. People are in fear and whatnot. And the government will do these things, psychological operations, to see how the masses will respond. Okay, this very much could have been an attack. You have information from the Black Hawk incident coming out saying that it was a doomsday practice for a doomsday type activities. Okay.
East Philadelphia. Take a look. This is ring camera sent into Fox 29 Philadelphia.
That plane lit that quote unquote plane lit up the whole screen, man. Not even the whole screen. The whole sky.
Northeast Philadelphia. Take a look. This is ring camera sent into Fox 29 Philadelphia. I'm going to loop this a few times. Look at how quickly this thing hits the ground and then the explosion afterwards. We're hearing that it smells like jet fuel in the area and that there are pieces of airplanes scattered around the area of the Roosevelt Mall, according to Fox 29's Steve Keeley. Very little information out there at this point. This just happened within the past hour. We're going to keep you updated on Fox 29 Philadelphia and live now from Fox all evening.
Now, I posted this as a short, as you can see at the time, 12:05 in the morning. Because when I did my lesson, I didn't have any clips from the accident. So I uploaded that, right? This is the damage that it did, man. And let's read this. This is posted by a brother a channel or a brother who posts these types of things on Instagram, right? It reads, "Look at this impact crater. You're telling me a plane did this. Remember the Pentagon. People believe that was caused by a plane too. The bottom 3 pictures are for comparison to actual damage caused by missile impacts." Okay? And you might be thinking, oh, that's not that deep and all this stuff, right? Here's just for comparison. This dude is standing completely up. His foot is at the bottom of it. His head is not even at the top. Barely at the top, man. Okay? Now, this is another angle of it. This thing turned the whole sky from black to orange, man. You cannot make this up, bro.
Allahu Akbar!
That is a
Allahu
mushroom
Akbar.
cloud. That is a literal mushroom cloud. Look.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! What the hell? What the hell? Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! What the hell? What the hell?
So look, man, this could have been a psyop, could have been a false flag, could have been for another another country. Regardless, though, that's just gonna make Trump want to build that Iron Dome even more. A lot of stuff has been going on since this man has been in office, man. I know Biden was bad, but goodness. Like Elder Apostle said last night, man, in this lesson I was watching. He said, Tawadi Yahal Bashim Al Shafar, Donald J. Trump. He's gonna deliver us, man. Look at all the stuff he's done. Look at the damage he's done in his not even 2 weeks in office. Not even 2 weeks in office yet. It might be 2 weeks today. Nope. 2 weeks tomorrow, actually. Not even 2 weeks yet, man. Man. So, I'm going to pull out some scriptures, man. This is Psalm 55 and verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, meaning persuasive. They are able. Esau Edom has been blessed with the ability to be slithery as a snake. Slick, real slick, man. With their words, with what they do, they're able to deceive the whole world. Okay, you know that's the magnitude of their slickness. Saying that this is a plane crash, saying that the quote unquote drones, which were really chariots, were controlled by the FAA, continuing to put lies on top of lies. Okay, what's gonna happen when something happens to where, because the people ain't gonna believe these lies forever. You're gonna have those goats who follow the flock continue on. But man, you can't lie forever, man. You can't. And slowly, like I've been saying, man, I don't even want to say slowly but surely, Esau Edom has continuously been getting exposed. More and more when these big events happen, people are on it quick like this. Just like that. The event happens, a few hours later, the people already know what it was, what it could have been. They realize that it's bullshit. They realize that it's not what they saying it is, man. 1 Thessalonians 5 and 3. When they shall say peace and safety, then utter destruction come, right? Let no man deceive you, for that day may not come, right? So that's why I say you have to take everything Esau Edom says with a grain of salt, especially the government, man. The government has never been for the people. Never. They never had the people best interest in heart. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't. They don't care. They care about themselves, making the rich richer and the poor poor, and keeping you down. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart and in mind. His words were softer than oil, yet they were drawn swords. So his words were saying one thing, but his actions were showing another thing. And in the NLT, his words are as smooth as butter, but in his heart is war. His words are as soothing as lotion, but underneath are daggers. And that makes me want to get this real quick, man. No matter how squeaky clean Esau Edom tries to make themselves look, and I'm going to get this in the GNT as well. Never trust thine enemy, Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed, and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. So no matter how much Esau Edom tries to make themselves like I like to say, squeaky clean, innocent, deep down they're still wicked. This is in the GNT. Never trust an enemy. His wickedness is as destructive as rust. Watch out and be on guard against him, even if he acts ever so humble. He is like a metal mirror that rusts away if you don't keep it polished. So no matter how much they try and make themselves seem innocent, oh, I didn't know it was this, it was that, they know. And really, they're working iniquity, man. This is Psalm 28. A prayer for help and praise for its answer. A psalm of David unto thee. This is 28. Psalm 28 verse 1. A psalm of David unto thee will I cry. O Yahweh, my rock, be not silent to me, lest if thou be silent to me, I become like them that go down into the pit. Hear the voice of my supplications when I cry unto thee, when I lift up my hands toward the holy oracle. Draw me not away with the wicked and with the workers of iniquity, which speak peace to their neighbors, but mischief is in their hearts. Give them according to their deeds and according to their wickedness of their endeavors. Give them after the work of their hands. Render to them their desert. Amen. The Lord, through all the wickedness Esau Edom has done, is going to repay them a very hefty price, man. Very hefty. Esau Edom so wicked, they don't even care about their own people. They don't give a fuck. So if they don't care about their own people, Jake, how you think they feel about you? Right? So let's get this in there now, T. A psalm of David, I pray to you, O Lord Yahweh, my rock. Do not turn a deaf ear to me, for if you are silent, I might as well give up and die. Listen to my prayer for mercy as I cry out to you for help, as I lift my hands toward your holy sanctuary. Do not drag me away with the wicked, with those who do evil, those who speak friendly words to their neighbors while planning evil in their hearts, meaning mine, their inner self, giving them the punishment they so richly deserve. Measure it out in proportion to their wickedness. Pay them back for all their evil deeds. Give them a taste of what they have done to others, man. And Lord willing, soon, the Lord is going to give them that bitter taste that they deserve. Okay? And honestly, we cannot wait. This is Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 10. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not. Okay, so Esau is running out of places to hide, man. The things that they're doing, the things that they've done, the wickedness that they've done, the things that they've tried to cover is starting to come to light. It's coming to light, man. And the people are starting to see you for what you are, Esau. Edom itself will be no more, man. They're gonna be Esau is bare, man. Esau is bare. Hey, the division of that tongue, man, like I read in my first verse, you have Edomites saying one thing, and then you have whistleblowers coming against them and exposing them. Division of the tongue. But the Most High Power shall shoot. This is Psalm 64 and 7. But the Most High Power shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. Man. And all men shall fear and shall declare the work of the Most High Power, for they shall wisely consider of his doing. All right. So their tongues is falling upon themselves, man. Like I'll continue to say, Edom is getting exposed. You have people doing the numbers, all types of stuff, man. Man, I wish I could show y'all all the videos I done seen about this stuff. Just about the Black Hawk events. Yeah, people doing the little number stuff where they add everything up. This mean this, and it was 27 survivors and 33 that they couldn't find, and 33 is 6 and 6 and all this other stuff, man. Like just adding the numbers up, really, and breaking it down thoroughly too. So, man, hey, more and more the people wake up. We coming to that end, man. Coming to that end. Just gotta keep pushing through it. So like it. This is Luke chapter 12 and verse. I can start with verse 1. Let's get the heading for that. The Most High knows and cares. Right. In the meantime, when there were gathered together an innumerable multitude of people, insomuch that they trode one upon another, he began to say unto his disciples, first of all, Shah speaking, beware ye of the leaven of the Pharisees, which is hypocrisy. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. Therefore, whatsoever ye have spoken in darkness shall be heard in the light, and that which ye have spoken in the ear in the closets shall be proclaimed upon the housetops. All right. And this is very important right here. Say unto you, my brothers, my friends, be not afraid of them that kill the body, and after that have no more that they can do. But I will forewarn you whom ye shall fear. Fear him which, after he hath killed, hath power to cast into hell. Yeah, I say unto you, fear him. Yep. And who is the him talking about? Yahweh, Al-Shaddai, almighty power. Okay? That's who you need to fear, because ultimately he's the one that is causing all these things to happen on the earth, man. All of these plane crashes, like I said, man. And this is just a joke because I'm about to go out of town. I'm about to go out of town later this week. So I'm gonna have to end up doing my camp lesson on Wednesday, most likely. No, not most likely. I'm doing my camp lesson on Wednesday as a midweek camp. But I said this as a joke to the brothers, but I was laughing but serious, man. I don't know about going out of town, man. All these planes starting to fall out there. Yeah, man. Which, hey, I still end up going on the trip. I'm just going to ask y'all about Shemi Shah for protection. Keep me protected. Let me get to and from my destination safely and put my faith and my trust in him ultimately. So, but, Yahweh by Shemi Shah, Yahweh is to be feared, man. And through these days, we're gonna continue to see more and more of his great power that he's able to express, which should strengthen your fear in him, man. Because it definitely just strengthened mine. I can say that, man. That's why I say it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, man. And you have people. I just want to say that you have people who will say hell is a place like this. Hell is the place of the future punishment called Gehenna. This was originally the valley of Hinnom, south of Jerusalem, where the filth and dead animals of the city were cast out and burned, a fit symbol of the wicked and their future destruction. And you have people think hell is the place where souls are gonna burn for eternity. It's an eternal fire and all this stuff. The Lord wouldn't be a merciful Lord if he did that to people. or did that to souls. A burning eternal fire, man, that's merciless. The Lord shows mercy, man. There's a balance, right? It says as a name for the place or state for everlasting punishment. So hell is ultimately a condition or a state that you're put in. It's not a place where people or souls burn forever, right? Because it even says in the book of Revelation, I don't wanna misquote it. I was gonna say Revelation 21, but it's Revelation 20. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. So how could hell be cast into quote unquote hell, right? So hell would be a condition, not a place. The realm of the dead. The grave, exactly. And in most instances, it's just the grave or death, or your body just going back to dust, right? Going back into the ground. That's considered hell. So Luke 12 and 12 and 2. This is my last precept I want to end it off with concerning Esau, Edom. Woe to oppressors. And you can pull this out for this even fits for what Donald Trump is trying to do right now to Native Americans, trying to deport them as well, right? You have people who say, oh, the Edomites are not going to be slaves in the kingdom. Okay, let's read this. This is Micah chapter 2 and verse 1. Woe, which means destruction. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. And they covet fields and take them by violence. So what does a covet mean, man? Covet is having an extreme amount of want of somebody else's goods, okay? You just desire what somebody else has, so to speak, right? And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. So that's what they did to the Native Americans, man. They coveted their land. They oppressed them. They made them walk across the whole United States and put them on reservations, right? Through violence, rape, rob, and murder. And they took their heritage. In most instances, Esau Edom was so bad they mocked the Native Americans by taking their land and then using some of their native names. In some instances, to name streets and towns and whatnot that wasn't even originally theirs. In verse 3, therefore thus saith Yahweh, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye do heartily, for this time is evil. So let's read that in the LT, and I'm going to close it off there. So, what sorrow awaits you who lie awake at night, thinking up evil plans? You rise at dawn and hurry to carry them out, simply because you have the power to do so, right? The Lord has given them the power to do that because the wicked, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, man. And that's just how it is right now. But it's not going to be like that forever. It's not going to be like that when our Lord Yahweh Shah comes to establish righteousness on the earth through the kingdom of heaven. When you want, he's gonna rule it with the rod of iron. When you want a piece of land, you find a way to seize it. When you want someone's house, you take it by fraud and violence. But you're not gonna see these scriptures come out, man, because that's exactly what they did. When you want someone's house, you take it by fraud and violence. You cheat a man of his property, stealing his family's inheritance. You have white people claiming that they're natives. But this is what the Lord says, the Lord Yahweh. I will reward your evil with evil. Okay, you know why? Because the Lord recompenses. The Lord repays. Vengeance is of the Lord, Yahweh. I will reward your evil with evil. You won't be able to pull your neck out of the noose. So you ain't going to be able to get out of this one. You will no longer walk around proudly, for it will be a terrible time. Beautiful, beautiful scripture. So I want to close it off there. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to those out there listening and watching. Call halal Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Harakak. Double blessings and honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone once again who taught us this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. And until next time, I say Shalom Israel. Shalom.